Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cryptonews weekly roundup. Matt Zahab here alongside Rachel Wolfson from Cryptonews.com. Rachel, how are you this lovely afternoon?
Hey Matt, doing well. It is a lovely afternoon. It's nice and sunny here in San Francisco.
Same in Toronto. We are absolutely buzzing. I wish we had more crazy news this week. But again, usually that happens in October and will most definitely happen in November. But it was still a good week for crypto. As always, we will start off with a quick price action update. Folks, it was finally a good week. This was much needed. Bitcoin is up 3% on the week, hovering at around 58,000. Ethereum is down 2%. ETH cannot seem to hold its legs. ETH is down to about 23.40 on the week. BNB is up 8% to $540. Solana is up 3.5% to $135. And XRP and Dogecoin are both up around 3 ticks as well. Overall, for the Big 10, really good week, and we love to see that. We definitely need some momentum moving into October and November. Some of the biggest news of the week, Rachel: Grayscale launching the US XRP trust, which paves the way for a potential ETF. We love to see this.
Yeah, Matt, so let's talk about this. So on September 12th, Grayscale officially announced the creation and public launch of Grayscale XRP Trust. This enables accredited investors, to gain exposure to XRP. So from the press release that was released on September 12th, Grayscale's head of product and research, Rahina Sharif Askari, said, "We believe Grayscale's XRP Trust gives investors exposure to a protocol with an important real-world use case. This is big news, and it might even lead to an XRP ETF in the future. Who knows?"
The more ETFs, the better. We are both pro ETFs. The more the merrier. We love to see it. Moving forward, the meme coin market, folks, is still in absolute shambles. Look On Chain just released a new report on September 2nd that just came out, and it revealed how tough it is for the meme coin market. In about March and April, we hit meme coin mania peak, with coins ripping 1,000% every single day. They are now down an average of 63%. And that, of course, needs to be taken into consideration, that the big dogs are still doing well, but all of the smaller fish in the meme coin sea have literally gotten hammered and decimated. Self-launch services like Pump.Fun and Basejump have made it much easier to launch new coins, removing the technical and financial hurdles. However, now there is infinitely more competition, as you do not need to be a dev, and the average Joe or Josephine can launch meme coins. Speaking of the average Joe and Josephine, we need a social network to go mainstream, Rachel, and one of the biggest social networks in the space, Friend.tech, absolutely imploded.
Yeah, let's talk about it. So Friend.tech, which is the crypto world's latest fallen star, just pulled the plug, leaving investors shocked, and its creators $44 million richer. So the project team's final act, transferring admin rights to a null address, effectively turning Friend.tech into an immutable digital fossil. The Friend token dipped 97% since its May debut, which is now worth $1.34 million. So Friend.tech's novel key system grants access to exclusive chat rooms, initially lit the Base network. At its peak, it dominated half of all Base activity. But like a supernova, it burned bright and fast.
Oh, so bad. Friend.tech actually had a good opportunity to be that consumer-facing killer app that we need to go mainstream. And the founding team acted in a malicious way, and here we are. We still do not have our super app. C'est la vie. We will wait for it. Hopefully it happens sooner rather than later. Rachel, moving forward here, the FBI reports a $5.6 billion loss in regards to crypto fraud, which is a 45% increase in loss since the previous year. The FBI's Internet Crime Compliance Center, also known as the IC3, the latest report estimated $5.6 billion in a loss, with over 69,000 complaints from financial crimes connected to cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether. Although these cryptocurrency-related companies comprised only 10% of financial fraud reports, they accounted for nearly half of the losses. The agency also reports a staggering 53% increase in losses, with total losses jumping from $2.57 billion in 2022 to $3.96 billion in 2023. Hopefully this stops now. But Rachel, some of the best news of the week was the political update. We had the big debate, and Kamala Harris's crypto sounds continues, and a Trump win could potentially open the floodgates for crypto.
Yeah, so that's what they're saying. So Bernstein just predicted a potential Bitcoin wild ride based on the 2024 US election outcome. So basically, if Kamala Harris clinches victory, Bernstein sees Bitcoin potentially plummeting to the $30,000 to $40,000 range. So that's a 47% dip from its current 56,000-ish, what it is right now. So what is the culprit here? A continuation of the regulatory obstacles that have been buffeting the crypto sector. But on the flip side, he's predicting that if Trump wins, Bitcoin's potential could skyrocket to 80,000 or 90,000 by Q4. So Bitcoin and crypto capital of the world vision is music to crypto bulls' ears, but we've just got to wait to see what happens.
We do. And the debate. Rachel, did you catch the debate?
I caught some of the debate, Matt, but unfortunately, for those that did watch the debate, crypto was not discussed.
No, I also didn't watch the debate. Well, you watched some of it. I watched none of it. I'm Canadian, so maybe I have a little bit of excuse, but c'est la vie. I did watch the highlights the following day when I woke up and did a bit of a deep dive, and there was not one mention of crypto, which is pretty wild. I thought it would at least be brought up maybe once, even digital assets, nothing. We don't love to see that. Hopefully, over the next couple of interviews with Kamala and Trump, it does get brought up. Moving forward here, new findings from Chainalysis show that Central and Southern Asia and Oceania region leads the world in terms of cryptocurrency adoption. Again, it has reached even higher levels than those of the 2021 bull market last year. The launch of the Bitcoin ETF in the US triggered an increase in BTC activity across all regions with strong year-over-year growth in institutional size transfers and in regions with higher income such as North America and Western Europe. Stablecoins, which are the bread and butter of any emerging country that uses crypto, still supports tons of real-world use cases in low and middle income countries, and DeFi activity significantly increased in sub-Saharan Africa, Latin America, and Eastern Europe, which likely drove an increase in altcoin activity in these regions. Rachel, moving forward, Tron, Tether, and TRM Labs start financial crime fighting force, which has been needed for a while. It's called the T3 FCU, and we finally got it.
Yeah, let's break that down a little bit. So this is interesting because I feel like a lot of illicit activity has been reported on the Tron blockchain, but all of a sudden this week it was announced that Tron, Tether, and TRM Labs is starting this financial crime fighting force, which is called T3 Financial Crime Unit. It will combat illicit activity involving USDT, the largest stablecoin on Tron. Data from Tether shows there's $60.7 billion of USDT issued on Tron. Over time, $53.9 billion on the Ethereum blockchain and $712 million on Solana. So the T3 FCU said it has already froze $12 million in USDT tied to blackmail scams and investment fraud. According to a release, TRM Labs will use its intelligence suite to help Tron and Tether analyze blockchain activity to detect suspicious patterns. So this is interesting. I like to see this. Excited to see how it pans out.
Yeah, really good point there, Rachel. Tron is usually on the opposite side of the, good guy, good gal coin, but I like when people switch and throw the superhero cape on. We love to see that. Folks, last story of the day. The United Kingdom government has finally introduced a bill to clarify crypto's legal status. On September 11th, the UK government announced that the property bill would clarify the legal status of non-fungible tokens, cryptocurrency, and carbon credits. And my favorite part of this story, the legislation would create an additional category for property under UK law, identifying digital assets as, and I quote, things. Can you believe that, Rachel? I feel like we're living in a simulation sometimes, a multi-trillion-dollar industry. They don't have any good verbiage for it. They're just calling it good old things. What a world we live in, eh?
Crazy. I'm going to start referring to digital assets as things. And I can say, no, it's true. This is what they're referring to it as. So no, but it is crazy news.
If this is what the UK government refers it as, we will do the same. Folks, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the Cryptonews Weekly Roundup. We will be back next week giving you all the hottest, freshest, and best news of the week. We hope you enjoyed this one. Rachel, had a blast doing this with you as always. And folks, we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks, everyone. Bye. Thanks, Matt.
See you guys.